Ever since this company went bankrupt in 2012, everyone has claimed censorship to be the reason for their downfall. Well, today I'm going to give 8 reasons why 4Kids went under. Spoiler alert, it's not censorship. The 8th reason: giving up on Western animation. In 2003, 4Kids premiered their version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was a definite departure from their regular shows. Unlike anime that were just dubs, TMNT was co-produced by 4Kids. And because of this, they got to make all the decisions. If they focused more on shows they made, I think they would have done much better. 7th reason: they never capitalized on manga/comics. When 4Kids licensed their anime, manga companies like Viz Media and Tokyo Pop would license mangas from the same franchises. Because of this, the manga would be released before or after. That means these manga would never capitalize when their animes were on TV. I could imagine 4Kids making a lot of money licensing the mangas whilst their show were on at the same time. 6th reason: giving up on music. The first big success 4Kids had was Pokemon, and in the beginning of the show there would be insert songs. They would later release full albums which were very successful. They would soon do this with the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. But then they gave up on it. This could have been a great way to advertise their future shows. 5th reason: not capitalizing on gaming. Back in the day, numerous gaming companies such as Sega, Bandai and Konami all made licensed video games. A lot of those games were shows and cartoons owned by 4Kids. In my opinion, this was their time to strike. They should have created a dedicated studio for translating video games. It's true they did this some of the time, but not all the time. 4th reason: being so loyal to Japanese anime industry. If you don't know, Japan aren't the only ones who make anime. Countries such as China and Korea have numerous anime studios. One of these studios made a show called Cubics, a show that was licensed by 4Kids. This should have led to getting more shows from these companies, but for some reason 4Kids gave up after one show. These shows were super niche, and less talked about than the Japanese shows. That means 4Kids would have at least gotten less hate when censoring them. 3rd reason: giving up on European cartoons. Just like Asia, Europe have their own animation studios that make their own cartoons. Most of them were skipped over by 4Kids with the exception of Go-Go Riki and Winx Club. They never seemed to expand in that market. I think that was a massive missed opportunity. 2nd reason: they gave up on movies. When the first season of Pokemon was airing, 4Kids decided to get the license for the first Pokemon movie. This decided to be very positive for them. But instead of getting more shows with annual movie releases, they instead started to give up on the Pokemon movies by releasing in limited theaters and having less advertising. In my opinion, this was a big mistake. 1st reason: giving up on live-action content. Even though their most popular shows were animated. Their first ever show was WMAC Masters, a martial arts show hosted by Shannon Lee. Then they got the license for Ultraman in 2002, but instead of going the Power Rangers route, they instead